Hey, shut the car off. Get your hands up.
Walk back toward me.
Stay in the car. You two stay in the car.
Passenger, stay in the car. Driver, walk back toward me.
You two stay in the car.
I'm mom, but I'm about to go to fuck off.
Here, let me get my own cuffs.
Yeah. No,
You guys
cause
can do your thing.
you asked to go around the corner. How the fuck did you end up over here?
Because they was coming to get his friend.
What did I tell you about being a fucking follower? You don't got nothing on your record. And you with your fucking dumbass cousins. Yeah, I call them dumb. Dumb as fuck. If it wasn't for my client calling me, Whitney, where my ear pod at, I would have trusted that you was over Keisha's house. You better hope they let you go with me, because this is what the fuck I was telling you. Dumbasses who don't got nothing to fucking live for. They ain't on your path, Twan. They ain't got a mom like me, nigga. Something said, don't take them clothes off. See about your motherfucking son. Alright. With who?
He with my child.
It don't matter! My child don't got shit to live for right now, you dumbass! His mom don't got no control over him.
So,
You don't stay. Listen, I'm sorry. They'll take you. And when they don't give a fuck, they doing their job. You a young black man.
Off the rip, I must say, yes, this mom, as the title of this Instagram video says, yes, she does deserve Mom of the Year award for her efforts. I completely get it. It seems like there's no father in the home. Otherwise, I would have to believe that he would be the one out there doing all of this hollering and chastising right now to his son. So, given that fact, just based on what it looks like in this video, it's really sad that this mother had to even do something like this, because when a son sees his mother having to lash out at him like this, essentially having to be the mother and the father, it's kind of a weird experience. Yes, even for the son. And what I mean by this is, this is the woman who was probably very delicate with him, but also having to be very strong and hard with him as well. And plus, there's just something about, when it comes to the nature of a woman that is supposed to be soft, gentle, and calming. And I'm speaking from a man's point of view. But because things have been so chaotic and things have just gone up in smoke when it comes to the family dynamics of a father being at home, being the one to keep, especially young men, being the one to keep a young man in check, holding him accountable, and when he gets out of place, getting on his ass, making sure that he understands what is tolerated and what isn't, what is accepted and what isn't. Because had this been a father who was out there getting on this young man like this, it would probably look a whole lot different. And what I mean by that is, he more than likely would tell them, take him. Take his ass. You want to be out here gangbanging? You want to defy what I'm telling you? And mind you, I'm speaking about the fathers who are there, who care, the ones who are actually in their children's lives, and they try their hardest to keep their children away from things such as this. He would have more than likely told him, take his ass. And I'm speaking as a black man coming from the slums, coming from the hood, right? Understanding that you know better. And when you choose to call yourself going against what I tell you and the way that I'm showing you, okay, you're a grown man, right? Have it your way. Do it your way. Take his ass with y'all. Take him with you. Now, the problem that I see with this picture here when it comes to this mother who is having to chastise her son. The son looking at it, he doesn't have that. So put it like this. I think when it comes to a situation such as this, and we're talking about from a young man's perspective, the reason why it's so incredibly important that a father is in a home is because he has to strike fear into his son, a healthy fear. Love, of course, and also respect. But the difference here is, I believe that there is a sense of love there with the mother, but I think that he lacks the respect and the fear. And this is the reason why he's pulling the cards. This is the reason why he's even doing something such as this. 9 times out of 10, if he had a stand-up father in the home, he probably wouldn't have even tried to pull something like this. He wouldn't have even tried to do it. And this is the problem. This is why so many men need to be in their sons' lives. You have to be. And I'll give you a really quick story real quick too, because this is something that I can relate to personally. I have a nephew pretty much who, and this was just recent too. This happened maybe a week ago. It's been that recent to this date. Here in June 2024. My nephew, he lives at home with just his mom. Yes, he knows his father. His father is around and whatnot. But they've separated. And the exact same situation happened where it's 12 a.m. at night. My nephew sneaks out of the house with his little sisters and his mom still in the house. And he claims that he and his friends get in the car to go jump somebody. Come to find out, this car is stolen. The police get behind these boys and they go on a chase. They go on a police chase, and these young boys end up crashing the car during the high-speed chase. Car catches on fire. Everyone disperses. The only one who gets caught is my nephew. His mom has to go and get him from the station, right? And the thing about it is, excuse me. The thing about it is, they let her take him home. He has a court date and everything, so he's gonna have to face the music eventually, possibly. But my nephew doesn't necessarily see anything wrong with what he did. He understands that he did something wrong, but at the same time, he doesn't understand the magnitude of what he could be facing. He could potentially go to juvie. And if you know juvie, it's not the exact same as jail, but it may as well be. You have murderers and all sorts of other criminals in there. So it's no walk in the park when you talk about the juvenile detention center, especially when you live in, a major city like I do. So with him not necessarily understanding the magnitude of the situation, he's still asking for privileges. He's still asking, can he go outside? Can he do this, that, and the third, and whatnot? And I just think about when I was younger. There's no way I could have done something like this and even made it out of the police station, let alone still had an ass to sit on. But number two, even put myself within my mom's in dad's sight. I wouldn't even want to be seen, let alone asking, can I still do stuff? And this is the problem. This is the problem right here. No accountability. No one there to tell him right from wrong. He has no fear and no respect for anyone. He has the love for his mom. Yes, I do believe that. But there's no fear, no healthy fear, and there's no respect. And my message to all of the single mothers out there who are dealing with situations such as this, where, maybe you and the father of this child, you aren't together anymore. And not that the father isn't around or anything like that. I don't know. But maybe he doesn't understand that he needs to be on his son enough. Right? Maybe he doesn't know how to really get the ear of his son. Maybe because, I don't know, he's in the streets too, or whatever the case may be. So he doesn't necessarily know how to keep his son away from following the same path. And listen, I would tell you this, because this is the same thing that I'm telling my sister. When it comes to your son, and if you're the primary caregiver, meaning he's living with you majority of the time, and we're talking about teenage boys, right? About 16 years old, 15 to 18 years old. When you're dealing with boys this age and they don't have a man in the house, but you know that you're a good mom and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You're trying, but you don't know how to get through to him. My best advice would be to get real with him. Stop trying to protect him so much, but get real with him. Sit him down. Stop hollering, because that doesn't work, as you can see. Get to his level. And what I mean by this is, he thinks that he is a man because he doesn't know what a real man looks like, especially if he is the only man in the household with you, if he's the only male in the household with you. You have to sit him down and let him know, hey, listen, you are the only man in this house right now. So if you call yourself a man, if you're saying that you are the man of this house, fine, I'm going to treat you like it. But I need you to understand what that means. You are the only man in my life who I have to look to for protection and for accountability. I need to know that I can count on you to do the right things. I need to know that if I need you, that you're going to be there, because you're the only man that I have. I don't have your father. Your sisters, they don't have your father. All we have is you. You're the most important man in our life. I would assume that we are the most important women in your life, right? So with that being said, we need you. And we need you around. Because if we lose you too, then who do we have? What protection do we have? We're alone. So I understand that you want to be a man and you want to make your own decisions, but understand what real men do. Real men think for themselves. Real men do not follow. And you following up behind your friends, you following up behind these kids who don't have anything going for themselves, who don't care about anyone else but themselves. you're going to end up just like them. And you claim that you're not a follower. What do you think you're doing right now? You're following followers. You're not an NPC, right? A non-player character. My nephew loves that term. A non-player character. You're showing different. When you can't think for yourself, meaning you know right from wrong, but when you choose the option of following wrong versus what you know is right in your heart, you're an NPC. You're a follower. Why can't you be cool with those kids in school, but when they're ready to do some dumb stuff, you let them know, nah, man, I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead, do y'all, but I ain't fucking with that. And they can call you scary or a punk or whatever the case may be. You just let them know, dude, I don't care what you talking about, man. Like I told you, I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. That's dumb shit. I don't fuck around with dumb shit. I'm going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If that's what y'all want to do, you know what I'm saying? Do you, my nigga? But I don't do that. I don't fuck around with that. And guess what? If they keep pressuring you to do it after you've told them that ain't what you about, then those ain't your real homies anyway. That lets you know right there that you shouldn't be fucking with them, because they only know how to do one thing, which is bring you down, bring themselves and everyone else around them down. They don't even have the capacity to understand right from wrong. But given the fact that you do, that's what makes you different. That is how someone who thinks for themselves would act. Don't let anybody pressure you into doing something that you know is wrong. That you know that the people who care about you most would not appreciate you doing. Think for yourself as a leader. If you call yourself a leader, leaders think for themselves. It ain't nothing cool about being a follower. It's that simple. That's what someone who thinks for themselves would say. That's what real young men, developing men do when they're around other young men who don't have anything to live for, who don't have a future, who can't see anything beyond the day. Please, moms, stop coddling them, because if you're at the point where they're getting locked up and you're having to bail them out and all of this kind of stuff, you got to try something different. Stop hollering at them. Put the ball on their court. Treat them like a man. Let them know that you expect them to act like a man. But a man takes care of his responsibilities. A man stands up for something. He doesn't just fall for anything. A man is principled. A man takes care of those who he loves. A man does what he has to do the right way to take care of his family. A man has purpose. A man has a future. So just get real with him. And let him know that no, I'm not going to continue to baby you. But you do have expectations. And if you don't follow those expectations, then you don't need to be here. And I guess you can get what you're looking for, man. But all right, people. It's been real. It's definitely been real. Because I hate to see stuff such as this. I hate to experience in real time, in real life, stuff such as this, because it's unnecessary, and we have to turn it around. We have to. But it's the fight. It's the fight that we have to fight. And with perseverance, with urgency, I think that we can do it. With focus, I believe that we can do it. We can make a change while we're here. But, all right, people. It's been good talking with you. You've been speaking with Big Brother Sid. And until next time, peace.